Line up, step inside, take a seat, get focused, show respect, follow rules, wanna learn? Line up, line up, line up. Welcome to class, everyone. Welcome to class. I'm not sure if you can see me or if you can hear me. Tried to do this about 10 minutes ago. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Put a 2 in the chat if you can see me. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Alex. Ositos de leche. Hi, how you doing? Who is Ositos de leche? All right, sorry about that from earlier. I did the same exact thing and it's working now. So I can't tell you exactly what I did wrong. But just type your name in the attendance. If you're here, let me know how you're feeling. Let me know how you're doing. We have a lot to cover today, so we're gonna definitely get started soon. Just wanted to give a couple shout outs in the attendance. All right, thank you, Alex, for coming to class. You see if some more names are on here. And of course, Ositos, still waiting to see your name. If you could type your name in the chat or your nickname, that'll be very helpful. All right, I'm gonna get into the slides. We're doing a quick review from last class with our 5 W's. All right, just let me know if you can see the screen. You should see a cartoon with a man with a tie and a book. Who, what, when, where, why. Let me know if you can see that. If you can, we're going to get started. You guys see the slides? Hey, how you doing, Maria? I didn't get you for the attendance. All right, I got you now. Thanks for joining us. All right, so we kind of had a strong introduction last week, if you were able to watch that rerun, if you weren't there live. And we broke down the who, the what, when, where, and why. So we talked about how these questions help us get more details and not only help us develop our writing, but also our speaking skills. So we looked at images, we discussed how books and movies and even events in real life all incorporate these 5 W's. So these question words, one of the most effective tools that I've used to teach English. And they help us get information from people. They help us clarify our own thoughts and our own ideas. And we're just doing a round 2 here with some new activities so that, we can ensure that we understand the different aspects of speech. As I said before, it doesn't matter what language you're speaking, what language you're using. We're here to learn English, but you can practice these 5 W's in your own language. And it helps you improve engagement in, society, in the community, with your friends, with your family, at work, if you have any projects that you're working on, if you're able to relay ideas about that project, using these 5 W's will help you do that. Also, if you're listening to information or other people's ideas and something is not too clear, 9 times out of 10, it's one of these 5 W's that are missing. So you can use that 5 W in the form of a question just to get more clarity on what that person is trying to discuss. So anyone involved in information sharing or sharing ideas or making decisions, they use these 5 Ws whether they know it or not. And as an English language learner, you'll be using them to not only enhance your speaking skills and your listening skills, but also your critical thinking skills. All right, so we talk about the who at first. And sorry if you're in the chat. I'm kind of looking at the slides right now, so I will get back to the chat to see if you guys are saying anything. But we talked about the who referring to people involved in different events or different places, and how those people affect each other based on their responsibilities and actions that they perform. It helps us identify people, the name of a person, and you could also have a pronoun to name that person. That person or that pronoun can have a title. For example, at work, people identify them as a certain person on the job. A construction worker is a person on the job. That construction worker has responsibilities and duties. Someone above that would be a foreman, a different title than a construction worker, because that foreman is overseeing all of the duties and responsibilities of the construction worker, but that foreman, whether a man or woman, still identifies as someone. And then you also have stakeholders and participants, people who are around the event or people who help make that event take shape. We also discussed what, and that's going to let us know what the subject is, or if there's any problems or issues at hand during the event. So that what clarifies what the main idea or what the main focus of the discussion is. Then we talked about when, time periods being very short to very long. Something as small as a second increases and grows to turn into a day. Those days accumulate and add up, and they turn into years. So time not only helps us pinpoint exactly when an event happened or exactly when an action took place, it also helps us determine what's important and when responsibilities should get done. If something should get done right away, of course, that'll be at the top of your list of things to do. Or if something's not that important, we can set that for a later time, and that can be at the bottom of your to-do list. And that number one and that number two on your list can have a deadline, and a deadline will be a set time. For example, I have to do my laundry by Monday afternoon. And something as not important, I have to get my car washed in 4 days from now. So you would have a deadline set in your to-do list of the different activities that you have to do when it comes to responsibilities. Now, of course, doing the laundry and washing your car are small things, so they may not be in your top 5 of things to do. But if you gather your work responsibilities and your personal responsibilities, a lot of the times you might stress yourself out. So I like to keep my work responsibilities separate from my personal responsibilities. All right. Of course, we discussed the where and we discussed the why, which is the reasoning, the where being the place. But again, this is a quick review. So if you need a better understanding of those 5 Ws, you want to go check out that lesson 1 on YouTube. There were a couple of mic issues, but you were still able to read the captions, gather important information from them. And hopefully I did solve that problem. And if not, please let me know in the chat. When I get to the chat, I will see if you guys are hearing me okay. I do have a backup plan if the mic issue is still an issue. And that backup plan is supposed to be solid. So Let me know if you can still hear me okay. All right, so when do we use the 5 Ws? When should we use the 5 Ws? So it depends. It can be used for a wide range of reasons. Um, if you're at work and you're, completing a task, maybe with a group of people, it can help you outline different types of jobs that each person has and where they do that job and when they do that job and even why they have to do that job. And if you're a meeting, like I said, the who helps you clarify roles. For example, if you're at a meeting, you have a co-worker, maybe that co-worker is on the same level as you, or maybe you are a manager or a supervisor, and then your role is different from the co-workers, even though you both may be working on that project together. You can use it to address any types of concerns you may have in your neighborhood or in your community, and identifying the different aspects using the 5 Ws of that issue can help other members in the community understand exactly where, exactly when whatever occurrence happened, and they can know why it may be a concern for you. So in your life, just think about different times and different events or different meetings where you think the 5 Ws would play an important role. And let me see if I can get to the chat and see that. So right now, I just want you to put in the chat, when do you think using the 5 Ws is important? By the way, if you're watching and you would like to receive information about these classes and join our community, just send me an email. And it looks like there's a little typo in the email. Let me fix that. It should be MRD. So email me DLSC, and then I can get you a username and a password for the different types of activities that we work on. Currently, we're just talking about a Google slide here, just reviewing what we did last week. And I have a lot of shy people in the chat, so I'm guessing you're not going to type that answer in, or someone's waiting for someone else to do it. Don't wait for the next person to do it. Go ahead and type your answer. When do you think it is important to use the 5 Ws? Definitely a high level question there, but it would be a review of what I just talked about. I will give you another couple seconds. Some people writing in the private chat. I would like it in the public chat. All right, let's move on. So why are the 5 Ws important? Why do they matter? My opinion, like I said, after so many years of teaching English, is that this is the best way to help your critical thinking skills, to help you plan out and make decisions, to help you set goals. It gives you the specifics of exactly what you need to do, who do you need to talk to, when you need to speak to them, where you have to go, and the reason behind why you're making plans or setting goals. So it helps make everything clear, laid out for whoever you're communicating with, and it helps them understand. And when it comes to designating jobs or giving out different types of jobs, if you clearly relay that task to the person, then it can help with accountability too. Someone telling you that they didn't understand what you asked them to do, especially on the workplace, they're not being accountable. But if you didn't relay the information properly, giving every single aspect and detail that they need, then you can't hold them accountable. So mainly for community initiatives, being able to ask those questions using the 5 Ws, making sure everyone is on the same page and understands, that's what's going to drive positive change. All right, so let's do a quick summary and then we're going to get into our first activity. So the 5 W's are the who, what, when, where, why of any situation, any event. They're very important for being able to communicate properly and to gather information. And using them will help you understand and participate in a better way. So being able to ask the right questions is going to lead to better answers and, of course, more successful results. All right, so let's get into our activity. I'm going to share my screen here. And we always use images in this class to learn different concepts, but essentially we're practicing the 5 W's using an image. So I'm going to share this link out. If this is your first time using, this is called Lucid Spark, by the way. If this is your first time using Lucid, it's just a whiteboard. It is free. If you have a Gmail, you can log in with your Gmail. But I'm going to send you the link right now, right directly here on the whiteboard. You'll be able to type, but mainly I have all the colors that I need to annotate, which I didn't have last week. So I'm kind of excited to use this. So I'm going to throw this in the chat for you. Just click on it. And it should bring you to the board. Type a sentence using all 5 W's related to the image. All right, I'll give you guys a minute to do that. And then hopefully we can get some to share out. I'm going to scroll down, see this T, this text. I'm going to click on that text. You can now draw a little box. And now you can type. Change the font. You can change the color. All right, we can try to do this together. I don't know if some of you are stuck. Let's start with the who. Who is in this picture? Yeah, this is a whiteboard, so you can just drag any of the images or text anywhere on the board. So you want to create a text box and put it on the right-hand side. I know I have to be patient because this is like, I'm asking you to do a lot here. Right here on the left-hand side of your screen, you should see under the mouse that's highlighted, you should see a T. That T is a text box. You can click on it. And then you can start typing. It's okay, I got time. I'm here. You wanted me to be here at 10. I know a lot of people pick different times, but a lot of you did say 10 o'clock was a good time. So I'm here. Gonna try to work till about 11:30. And then I think I'm just gonna start making some videos, just pumping out some videos instead of doing the live feeds. You can't get everyone here at the same time. Some people have to work. What's up, Eve's Door? Yeah, some people have to work, so we can't get everyone here on the same day. I have to work, so this was really the only time on Sunday where I can say, all right, let me dedicate some time to this. But I think if I'm making videos and just putting those out and I'm able to edit and see if I missed information and put that in and edit that as well. And I think if I upload enough of those, it's kind of like class still, but you're just learning the information, not really any opportunities to participate. All right, I'm going to try to put the link in the chat one more time for those of you who just came in. This link is for a whiteboard that we're going to start using in class. All right, someone said the link wasn't working before. Let me know if it works for you. I do see it works for one person. All right, let me start typing. All right, I'm answering the who question. And I'm going to be specific by describing what she's wearing. A woman with a red t-shirt. Woman with a red shirt. Right, that's my who. Going to what? What is she doing? She is running. A woman with a red shirt is running. All right, using the image, I'm looking at when. You see the sun is coming up, and that is going to tell me I can use in the morning. So I'm going to go all the way to the front and type that when phrase in the beginning of my sentence. In the morning. Place my comma. I can lowercase my a because a woman with a red shirt is no longer starting the sentence. So I'm going to lowercase the a. In the morning, that's the when. A woman is running by a lake. That is the where. She's running by a lake. Where is that lake? In St. Louis. So I have my where. She's in St. Louis running by the lake. The what? When? In the morning. And who is she? Don't know her name. So we're just going to say a woman. And then we get into our last 5W, which is the why. Because she loves to exercise in fresh air. All right, so there, I did the work for you. All right, since I did my part, now it would be your turn, if it's working for you, to just go to the left side of the screen, and then you're going to separate the who, the what, the when, the where, and the why. I'm just going to separate my text here. And it's definitely a free program. So once you click on that link, if you sign up with your Gmail, it should let you participate. But definitely thank you to those of you who are participating. Yeah, Ositos, I don't know why. I don't know what you're using. If you're using a phone, an iPad, or a laptop, maybe I can try to help you troubleshoot. Did you sign in with your Gmail? Can you hear me? I'm still waiting for the one in the chat if you can hear me, and a 2 in the chat if you can see me. I'm still waiting for that. About another minute, and then I will highlight those questions. All right, let me go to my annotation tool. I got excited finding a new tool that we can use because it offers us, like I said before, all of the colors to annotate. The first time we tried this activity, we only had 4 colors, but now it has all of the colors that we can use. We can make the colors different sizes for our pen tool. You can add shapes. You can add highlighters. Let's do that. Let's highlight the 5 W's. The blue highlighter, and I see a woman. Now I'm highlighting the who. So you should be able to do that the same way that I did it. So I don't know what exactly happened after you clicked on the link, but you should be able to use it just like how I'm using it. All right, now I'm going to go to what next? What is she doing? She is running. When is she running? She's running in the morning. Where is she while she's running? She's running by a lake in St. Louis. Why is a woman with a red shirt? Let me not forget that. That'll be part of the blue. Why is a woman with a red shirt running in the morning by a lake in St. Louis? Let's go to purple for why. And she's doing so because she loves to exercise in the fresh air. All right, now I'll go back to my mouse arrow. And there you have it. So in the morning, a woman with a red shirt is running by a lake in St. Louis because she loves to exercise in the fresh air. So without these 5 W's, if you saw this picture and you just said a woman running or a woman jogging or someone running, definitely not a lot of information, definitely not a lot of details. And I wouldn't quite understand, the purpose of her doing anything. But by using the 5 W's and speaking that idea about the image, I know when she's running, I know who she is, I know where she is, specifically in the state and what part of a state. The state has a lake in it. And I also know why she's running. Without this, because she loves to exercise in the fresh air, if I just said a woman is running, you don't know if she's running from an attacker. You don't know if she's running because she just robbed the bank. You don't know why she's running or even where she is. But when I say it's because she loves to exercise in the fresh air, I give you the reason. You now understand she's jogging. She's trying to be healthy. She's not, escaping an armed robbery. So that's what our 5 W's do. They help us give more information and more details about certain topics and events. All right, so that was our lucid activity. We're going to just jump right into the next activity. Hopefully this one will work a little bit more smoother than lucid did for you. So I'm going to share that link soon. This is called the Padlet, by the way. Different types of resources that I love to use in my classroom. Last week we had some Ellie. Last week we also had some Kahoot. We can do some more of that later on because I do have no activities for both. But Padlet is another one. Let me share that one with you. And then you'll see the same exact board that I'm looking at. You'll see again our 5 W's with the different colors. Blue is who, red is what, green is when, yellowish orange for where, and purple is why. So at this point, you should be able to click on this link that I just put in the chat. You should be able to click on that, and it takes you into the Padlet. And here, I just want people to, once you get in, I just want you to click on the comment. And when you click on the comment, you can add your information related to the 5 W's there. So you can either add a picture, or you can add a video, or you can add a text you can type right under that comment. So we're going to just try to collaborate using these 5 W's, just putting random places, random people, random times, random reasons, and then we're going to try to create a sentence out of all of the ideas that we presented. All right, hopefully this microphone is sounding good. Let me put the Padlet in the other chat as well. All right, so this is the Padlet. You should be here collaborating. Just click on one of the 5 W's and click add a comment. Once you add a comment, you should be able to either add an image or a GIF. Some people say GIF, or a video, or some text. All right, let me know in the chat if you need any help, or if you are stuck, if you don't know what we're working on, let me know. You just got to click on that and add your comment. You can add a link. You can add audio. You can draw. You can add an image. You can add a GIF. You can add a video. And right here where it says comment, you can type. All right, I'm gonna leave this Padlet open. Feel free to join it, and I'm gonna get into some editing. So this is live, actually live, at least for another 2 days, maybe. I'll leave this Padlet open. All right, everyone, have a good one. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining.